there's a big difference. In no-gi, there's no collars, so there's no Ezekiels, there's no cross chokes, so I'm not super worried about my neck the same way I am in the gi. For that reason, in no-gi, sure, I could go 2 hands to the hip, and that gives me like a lot of power to set up my escape. But in the gi, we don't have that luxury. Even if I just put 2 hands to his hip, he's probably going to go immediately for like an Ezekiel or a cross choke. So I think it's a little bit better to safely position ourselves. So one hand is going to protect my neck. You probably will have a preference inside, but I think you should practice both. One hand's going to go in my own collar, okay, and that just prevents him from putting a hand inside to choke me. Okay, I could just put my hand here, but if his hand slips under, this is not really doing anything anymore, okay? So I really need to put my finger in or my thumb inside the collar. So now when Albie goes to get like a collar grip, it's a little bit harder. Even if he gets a grip, it's like my hand is still blocking like the hand from connecting to my artery here. So this is really going to buy you like a lot of time. Now my other hand is going to go all the way across to his hip. I'm not going to give you like a specific grip to grab because sometimes the lapels rip open, the belt slides. So I just want you to make contact with his hip, okay? I'm going to use that frame to like walk my shoulders back. And if I need to get my leg to the inside of his leg here, then I can do these like little bumps. Like if he's being really annoying with his leg, I'll do little bumps till I can get to my side to help get my leg straight. I'll just rotate a little bit here for that angle, Albie. Okay, so I'm here, one hand protects, my hand goes to the hip, I start walking my shoulders back, and you can see here how his leg is like under mine. So I definitely don't want this to happen for my escape. So I'll do like my small little bumps, just like this. Okay, it doesn't even seem like much, but it helps me get a better angle of positioning. My left shoulder's on the floor, but my right shoulder's raised. Okay, so you can see I'm slightly on my side. I don't want to exaggerate so much that he takes my back, so I think that this is good enough here. The escape we looked at on Tuesday was bending my knee into his heel so that I could expose the ankle and I could scoop it into the half guard. Okay, but sometimes it's not within reach, in which case we're going to look for like a big, powerful bridge. Okay. I'm going to use my hands protecting my neck. When I feel safe, it's going to come briefly to the floor just to block his leg. Like, look how close my hand is here. I'm like curling myself in, trying to keep my arm fairly locked out here. Naturally, you'll have to bend it a little bit to curl yourself in. But again, this hand is like within reach now. So even if I did start to come here and you put the hand back in the collar, I can always rush back and be safe. Okay. Again, my leg is straight. When I'm ready to bridge, again, my elbow goes to the floor. I'm going to bridge, and then I'm going to start to hip escape to the side. Okay, now it really depends which leg lifts up. In this case, his leg facing me, lifted up, so you'll find space to take my leg out and turn it into the half guard, okay? Sometimes when we do this, if I'm able to like push his weight in this direction, you might feel weight lift off this leg. So if Albie tries to defend almost, like it'll lift this knee off the floor, in which case I'll try and stretch this leg, all right? So it's kind of 2 reactions you'll get. So I block the hip, I walk my shoulders back, I do little bridges here to get to my side. And already you see the difference. Now his weight's leaning a little bit this way, and I can feel how his left knee on my right side here lifted off the floor. So when I bring my elbow in front, bridge and hip escape, now you might feel like I'm a little jammed up here, but I have enough room with my elbow to get my knee inside. Okay, once my knee's inside, I'm really, really safe from the mount here. Okay, I just have to keep this bottom knee in. Very important that it's my bottom knee, not the top knee. If it's the top knee, if he just sprawls his weight down, he'll pin my leg and crush me here. So I have to make sure that it's my bottom knee that comes in. Okay. At this point, I let go of my control and I just start framing on his shoulders. Once my knee is in here, there's no arm bar anymore, so I'm safe to frame on his upper body, and that'll actually help me extend away and put my heel to his hip. Okay, and then I already have like a single leg X position. And from here, I think at white belt, we'll keep it very simple. I just want you guys to scoop the leg up onto your shoulder, extend your partner away, and just do a technical stand-up. So right foot, opposite hand, step my leg up, and I can run him down. Okay, higher belts, you guys can choose what you want to do from single leg X. I think at blue belt and up, like everyone should be playing or should be like somewhat aware of single leg X. I think it's just was considered advanced, but I'd say for blue belt, it's like almost mandatory. If you end up there, like you need to be able to score. Okay. So again, 2 scenarios. I'd prefer to extend this leg if I could, but I'm in such a bad position, I don't always have the luxury of choice. Okay. So one hand protects, one hand finds like a control of the cross hip. If you want to grab, that's fine. Just don't be super set on one grip. If his belt's off and I only ever grab the belt, it might throw you off. So I just connect my hand to his hip, walk my shoulders back, and then here we can decide whether we do our escape from Tuesday or want to run from today. Elbow goes down to his thigh here. I do my big bridge into my hip escape. Okay, and you see how that opens up enough space here that my inside knee can wedge in first. Okay, and then now I have the ability to frame on his shoulders, extend myself away, and my heel goes to the crook of his hip, toes pointing away. I'm not allowed to cross over here. Okay, this is considered like a reap because it puts unhealthy pressure like on his knee. So I have to make sure I just put my heel on his hip and my toes are pointing outward. That way I'm not crossing his center line, I'm not turning his knee in. From here again, higher belts, play with whatever you want. White belts, I'd suggest scooping under, picking this all the way up to my shoulder. I need to rest it to my neck, my shoulder, and from here, I just extend him away and do my technical stand-up. Okay, I don't need a grip with this. If I hold on to something here, it's actually gonna stop you from getting up. So I don't even hold anything. I just extend up to my hand, so my left hand's on the floor, my opposite foot goes to the floor. I retract my other leg, coming on top here, and coming down. Okay. Again, mount, safe positioning. So protect, hand to the hip, small little bumps to get me to my side. When I'm ready, my elbow can go to the floor. I use my foot on the floor as a big bridge, hip escape. Okay, I'm hip escaping on my way down from the bridge. Let's see that again. If I bridge, then hip escape, things will look a lot different. If I bridge, drop, and then hip escape, you'll feel it just follows you, right? So as I fall down, I bridge, and on the way down, I hip escape. Knee inside, heel to the hip. Okay, and if he gives you a different reaction in the sense that like, as I bridge and hip escape, this leg comes up, you should feel how it's very easy just to tuck this into the half guard again, very similar to what we did on Tuesday. I think that's the easier option, but I think it's a little less likely. I feel like if they feel you pushing on this side, they'll want to keep this leg heavy naturally, and that'll help extend this leg. But you guys can practice both. All right, we'll try this. 1, 2.